Hi Taz, we enjoyed the meeting yesterday, however, her industry experience is just not where we need it to be. Hi Taz, hiring manager feedback was that the interview went well, but we just don't think she's hunter enough. Are you getting this sort of feedback when you introduce women candidates into your recruitment process? Are you finding that no matter how hard you work to source women candidates, ultimately the men candidates stack up on the merit for the role? Well, you are not alone, and it's the symptom of a very common problem. Hiring managers just don't get it. What is up guys, it is Tasman from Kacha here, and what do I mean by hiring managers don't get it? Well, to be honest, I'm being a little bit cheeky, but what we find in the majority of organizations that we engage with is the absence of a framework to evaluate why make a diverse hire. Now, I'll take a backward step for a moment and say that no one should be hired because of their gender, but every hire should be made because of the impact of that hire on the organization. So it begs the question, what is the impact of a diverse hire and what is the key selection criteria of the role? Let's get into it. So let's take for a moment the typical key selection criteria for something like a sales role. Now we might have something like years of experience, industry alignment, maybe even deal size, deal value, and the type of technology being sold. Now, all of these are completely justified key selection criteria for your typical sales role. So let's consider for a moment then the impact of hiring a woman candidate in a team, of course, that is currently out of balance. So we would get some greater diversity of thought and an improvement in the innovation potential of the group. That woman hire might be a friend and ally for an existing woman in an otherwise all-male team. The increase in the representation of women creates a greater attraction for other women to join the organization. And having multiple women at a senior level of the organization provides something for incoming grads to look at and see as something they can become later in their careers. But the plot thickens. Research has shown that men and women process stress differently, and in fact, men's approach to dealing with stressful situations can actually worsen a woman's experience. Men and women talk to each other differently. A woman in a team consisting only of men may begin to feel isolated or disengaged, no matter how lovely and inclusive the men that she works with are. And lastly, in organizations that are predominantly male-led, women can begin to feel stifled by the organization's approach towards collaboration, being the brilliant collaborators they are. There are a stack of other reasons why you should continue on your diversity journey. Yet how often do we hear hiring decision makers, whether they be men or women, weigh up the value of, say, 3 years of industry experience with all the incredible business critical contributions that a diverse hire can make? The reality is almost never. So what can you do about it? Well, it is not an easy question to answer, but the good news is you can shift the dial. But we're going to save that conversation for another day. So in the meantime, check out kacha.com.au, go to our bookstore. There is a stack of information on there. We have a brand new free resources section for you guys with incredible guides on all sorts of different paradigms like this. And for more information, stay tuned and take care.